Hello, Mgtow, fellow Mgtow brothers and future Mgtow brothers and Simpson Blue Pill, Manginas, and of course, White Knighters. And of course, if there's any watching feminist idiot bitches, sinful little sluts. Today's topic is about Mgtow trolls. Um, there's many definitions with the definition of a troll, but you could also say that Mgtow has its own definition. In my thought is that it could simply be that the many men that are still, shall we say, weak in the knees for the feminist female, be that the ever so famous popular word that is pussy, that when they see a wide see or hear even or that of course notice a wide number of men, and it'd be that of course the same gender, and with the base of popularity, just like in high school. Um, uh, the the aspect is they want to be into that in crowd, just like high school. Seriously. They want to be accepted, liked, counted in as one of the fellas, one of the guys, one of the hombres, one of the um, added numbers to the crowd uh, of the known peers, just like in high school. Um, and they try to be themselves. In fact, they've even said that they are themselves, even as they try to get accepted um, into the popular crowd, if you will. Um, but really, that they try so hard that they escape from being themselves. Really, psychologically. Uh, the other aspect of it is that they don't think that even women can see that when they try not when they when like for example when we men try to uh, attract a woman to get her attention, we more often than not escape from who we truly are and try to be someone that we're not at times. And women can see right through that. Um, Generally, you could also say, in the sense of the troll situation, that the same gender can see right through that too. The basic fact is that, like for example, when I was in high school, I was just myself. I didn't care if I was added into the in crowd or not, regardless of what the presumed in crowd was, even at the time. I didn't really care, to be honest. Um, I just went through high school, did what I had to do, even though I didn't want to be in high school. I didn't want to be in school in general, of course. Um, but the basic fact is that I knew what I had to do, so I just basically did it. And even if I was accepted to a certain percentage, that was okay with me. Even if I wasn't accepted at all in general in the quote unquote in crowd. Although you could say that that's the reason I smoked. And yes, I did smoke. I quit when I was 22, though, but I did smoke starting from the age of 17. Um, the other aspect is that the other aspect is that um I went through situations of my own, and how that is or was. I dealt with it the best way I knew how to. Seriously. And in many aspects, it wasn't really the way to be, but hey, we do what we can at times. The other aspect of it is that I went through um, many things in my life. I can tell you honestly that the general consensus was that over time I became even smarter than the particular in crowd. Simply because I didn't really have any interest or even care if I was in the in crowd or not. Basically, I don't consider that there is a particular in crowd even in the Mgtow manosphere, but there is a aspect of the in crowd in high school, unfortunately. And with the fact that there's an in crowd, it it goes to say whether we should get out of the aspect of in crowd or not, really, because it's not really serving any positive purpose. Never has, really. But in a sense of trolls, the MGTOW trolls that are in the aspect of wanting to be in the quote unquote in crowd, as I said earlier, they escape from being who they are, wanting so badly to be accepted and liked and appreciated and various other things that they will do practically anything and everything to get that attention. Logically, they don't really have to, because if society in general can accept them for who and how they are, and if they can accept them for who and how they are, within even starting within themselves, that's the only thing that matters. Then eventually, as time goes on, we you could say that eventually the so-called in crowd could eventually accept them into the in crowd, quote unquote. Be that of course they wouldn't be considered trolls anymore, but they have to be doing something without the aspect of trying so hard to be accepted, trying so hard to be liked. In many ways, you could say probably also is that actually it's been shown that even children, be that of course men as well as women, feel that they're not accepted into their own families, the very families that they were born in or adopted from or by, adopted by essentially. Um, I and in that sense, we could easily use it as the in crowd, but it's not really it's not really psychologically sound to put the in crowd generalization in the aspect of a family or being feeling that you need to be accepted into the family, into your own family, that is, outside of the adolescence aspect of high school and the in crowd generalization of that point or that visual acuity or whatever. Um, and I know many Mgtows have their own definition. Many Mgtow brothers and members have their own definition of what a Mgtow troll is, and I could have easily opened the barrier, as it were, in the sense of the true aspect of a troll, which basically is the true aspect of adolescence as well, of where we want to be accepted and liked so much that we'll escape of who we truly are from the beginning and from the get go, as it were, too, if you want to put it that way as well. That will practically do and say anything or try to act a certain way. Some even ways that we know that is not becoming of who we truly are. The one thing is that if we can't accept who we are and try to be someone that we're not, then generally we're lying to ourselves, aren't we? We're so focused on the outside of us that we need to really focus within, and we don't know how to. And I can understand that. I logical MGTOW spot can understand that, but I can also help with that. With the fact that I know the male and female psyche, I can help many MGTOW brothers with that. I can help many future Mgtow brothers with that. I can help many blue pilled simps and manginas and white knights with that. Be that the reason being is because I'm a very caring person. I'm a very respectful person, and also the fact of it is that And even in today's society, we tend to lose ourselves at some point or another, even in our youth, as well as when we get older. But when we get older, then we tend to sometimes more than lose ourselves a lot more than we did in our youth. So the one thing is I can tell you is for the many Mgtow trolls out there, you need to quit trying to be liked. Quit trying to be accepted. Quit trying to be someone you're not in order to be accepted, or in feeling that you will be accepted by escaping yourself or escaping from who you truly are. That goes with even in the aspect of trying to attract women as well as trying to be liked and accepted and respected into the male circle of the quote unquote high school version of the in crowd to start with, as well as the in crowd outside of high school, outside of college, outside of any aspect, educational or society or societal aspect. You know, the one thing is be who you are, be who you can be without trying to be someone you're not. Because the more you try to be someone you're not, the more you're really not doing any beneficial thing for you. You're not doing any beneficial thing for you, which is basically the first important thing. You're not being very true and honest to and for you and within you. There's a lot of dislike when it comes to trolls. There's a lot of disgust when it comes to the MGTOW type trolls because of what I have explained is exactly what is being shown. It's not who you are, it's not who the person is. They're escaping themselves in order to be liked. They're escaping from who they truly are in order to be accepted, respected, liked, added into the circle, as it were. Again, we do this even outside of the generalization of a group, or grouping, essentially, or a flock of people, if you want to put it that way too. Um, and we escape ourselves, yes, to in order to feel accepted and to be respected in our life, in the aspect of the outside world, being society itself. And at times, if not more, at times, depending on the situation and in a psychological and other aspects, as well as emotional aspects, we try to be someone we're not to be accepted within our own family circle, as I said earlier before. And the one thing is that we could be ourselves, then eventually be accepted, but be who we are, be who we know who we are. We cannot go to the points of expecting what we want to happen when it comes to being respected, liked, accepted into a particular crowd of people or a grouping or even in the family circle, unfortunately, which is a very big time sin when it comes to family. If any number of family members cannot find anything to accept the one that wants that feels that they're not being accepted into the family circle, and they've grown and dealt with that for a good percentage, if not a large percentage of their lifetime. I then basically that particular family will go into spiritual heavy judgment when their time is up on this planet. And that always starts with the parents. There's a spiritual heavy judgment on against the parents on that aspect, and there's a spiritual heavy judgment against the siblings. Whether you believe that or not, it's the damn truth. It's more than the damn truth. Yes, I'm a very strong spiritual person, and yet I know this with the true aspect of it being more than factual in every level: psychological, emotional, societal, and spiritual. Every part of it goes into reality. Actual, true, factual levels of reality. It doesn't matter what level, really. It still builds up to the fucking fact and actuality. So, in general, if you feel that you are not being accepted your by your peers in high school, college, elementary school, whatever, or even the ones that you want to be accepted into a particular group or manosphere, as it were, um, or even within the base of society itself, then the best thing to do is quit trying to be someone you're not. Especially for the white knights, quit trying to be someone you're not. You're not a white knight. All you're doing is the white knighting aspect of trying to get some pussy from the woman. The blue pills are trying to do everything they can by wasting their income and what they can save up for themselves and for their own future, just so they can be attractive and more accepted by the woman. You don't need to do that. If you put of what I said earlier in this video in perspective, it lines in with the same damn thing. And with that, you can easily go into saying, well, wait a minute. This person said this in the beginning. He said this and this and this, but it all retained to high school and various other things, right? And within the family, but it also retains into aspects of being liked by the opposite gender. Even if you are who you are from within to start with, and they still can't accept you, that's not on you. It's on them. It's never been on you. It's on them. But at the same time, you don't want to make it as you're trying to insult them by putting that into an actuality by saying, seeing that you can't accept me, this is you guys are not as good as you think type of thing, you know? Just leave it alone. That's the best way you could do. That's the best thing you could do. Seriously. That goes for the trolls of Mgtow, the blue-pilled simps, manginas, and white knights. And for many that are soon to be Mgtow members and future Mgtow members, and even the new Mgtow members and the current Mgtow members. Logical Mgtow Spock if you do this of what I said, or but what I suggested essentially, you will be a happier person from within, and that happier person as it builds up from within, right? It will show as a surrounding light, a surrounding beam of light that encompasses you. That goes for those who feel that they have not been truly accepted but in within their family members as well, by their siblings and parents alike, or even by their siblings alone. If you want to know more, please let me know. This is Logical Mgtow Spock. Live long and prosper. Stay strong. Stay free from feminism. Stay self confident, self assured, and true to yourself, honest with yourself. Never give in and never give up on yourself. And never give up in general. Mgtow for life.